Join us. Pre-trip inspection, part C, trailer. Trailer frame, clearance light, amber color, clear, well attached, not broken, and working order. Frame, side, and support beams here. This one is cracked a little bit. I'll report to maintenance during the presentation. If anything is broken or wrecked or is out of alignment, you just address this and say it should not be, but this one is. I'll address this to maintenance. Most of the cross members are straight. Floor is well attached, strong enough to support weight of the load. Here we have tightening mechanisms for the load security. Let's talk about landing gear. Landing gear and landing gear support frame is well attached, no missing bolts, well lubricated. Pads are really nice and big ones. Now let's move along. Right along the side of the trailer we have DOT tape. DOT tape, according to DOT requirements, should cover no less than 50%. This is almost 100%. Now let's talk about the suspension. So what we got here going on, it's pretty much the same as the front of the truck. This part right here, it's a spring mount. Okay, spring mount is well attached. It's actually one part of the trailer. No cracks, no damage. We have spring leaves. Whole collection of spring leaves is not shifted, not missing, not cracked, no damage. U-bolts and the spacers well attached, securely tied. 4 nuts present on both ends and tied. This is torque arm. This is adjustable torque arm. This is for alignment. We have a torsion arm here for reinforcement. Now let's talk about, while we're here under the trailer, let's talk about the air brakes for the trailer. So start from airlines. The airlines are good, not cracked, not broken, no bulging, no abrasions. They're tight, protected with the spring, no leak. We have brake chamber. Brake chambers are well attached. Clamps are tight, no missing bolts, no damage, not leak. Push rod and slack adjuster, not bent, broken or cracked, connected with safety pins, well adjusted. Free play should not be more than 1 inch on release brakes. Now let's move on and talk about brake shoes. So brake shoes are clean, not cracked, well installed. No grease, no oil. Drum itself, it's sitting in the drum. Drum is looking good. No cracks, no grease, no oil. Let's get outside and talk about the rims. The rims themselves have no gap, properly installed. No debris between both. Coming outside, our rims are solid. No cracks, not bent, no damage. Lug nuts and washers, there are no washers, just lug nuts, all in place and tied. No rust runs. Stem valve is sealed with metal comp, is not leaking air. We have a hub oil seal here. Hub oil seal is well attached, no missing hardware, all bolts in place. Cap is tied. Oil is above minimum mark. This is glass, you can see for the oil. Now let's talk about the tires themselves. Tires I, C, D. I, inflation, C, condition, and D, depth. Inflation, check with the air gauge. It should be between 100 and 110 psi. Condition, evenly worn, no cuts, no rips, no bulging. Recap is okay on the trailer tires. And the depth of the tire should be no less than 2/32 of an inch. Moving along, behind tires we have mud flaps. Mud flaps are well installed, no missing hardware, no cuts, no rips. Off the ground 2 to 6 inches. Now rear of the trailer, clearance light, turn signal, four-way flashers, stop lights, red color, well installed, not broken, not cracked, in working order, tightening mechanisms, two valves, emergency and service line for the additional trailers, are in locked position, is not leaking. We have DOT tape, covers rear of the trailer 100%. It's clear, shining, okay, and present. I'll do the same thing on the other side of the trailer. The surface of the trailer is solid, it's well attached, and strong enough to support the weight. That would conclude our presentation for the trailer itself.